Welcome to
Couple movie watch.
Say It Again with Pride.
Couple movie watch.
Perfect, because you definitely don't sound like you know what YouTube channel this is. Welcome back to Couple Movie Watchers. In today's video, we're gonna talk about Tom and Jerry. So you don't want to miss today's video, so stay tuned. All right, welcome back. We watch the movies so you don't have to. In today's video, it's all about Tom and Jerry. I love HBO Max, and one of the things I like to watch is kind of like their new movies, their new releases. I grew up on Tom and Jerry. I wouldn't say I was the biggest fan of Tom and Jerry, but I'm familiar with the characters and things of that nature. It was released on HBO Max, so I decided to I wanted to watch it just to kind of see how it is. I don't have like much expectations for it. And I was like, Anna, let's watch Tom and Jerry. And what did she say?
No.
And it was a hard no too. It wasn't even like maybe okay, let's watch it. Oh, go to sleep. She's like, yeah, she just like, no. I'm like, no. You never say no. I don't want to see that bull. I'm like, dang.
No, I just said I don't want to see it.
Yeah, I'm like, why? You love you're an animal person.
I like Tom and Jerry. It's just I didn't feel like I would like this movie.
And she just judged it based off the previews. And I thought the previews were interesting to me, especially having a low bar, turning this into a live action movie. I didn't think it was actually doable. But before you get on my opinions, what are your thoughts about Tom and Jerry, Anna?
I felt like I wasn't gonna like it, and then I was just getting really irritated because this one girl comes in and just takes over this one guy's job, and it was just frustrating just seeing that.
It's a little bit of bias there, but okay. But if it wasn't for that, would you have liked the movie?
Yeah, I was just hating on her.
So you didn't like the lead character coming in and taking a man's job. Talking about the lead character, Chloe Grace Moretz. I personally thought she did, I don't know where she came from, but I thought she did a serviceable job. I think she added a little bit to it, kind of like somewhat of a fish out of water. She was like annoying, but not too annoying. She had just the right amount of annoyance that made the movie okay, not hateable for me. And actually, I thought I thought it was good to kind of see him in a different role because he's typically playing the lovable guy, the guy that everybody loves. And the character she's talking about was Michael Pena, the guy who basically takes his job, kind of, I don't want to go too far into details. But I like the fact that Michael Pena was kind of like the villain in this movie to a certain degree. Because every time I see him, he's always like the fun, lovable guy. Even though...
I didn't like that. I didn't like that he was different. That he was like a villain, kind of.
Yeah, and I actually liked it because it was a different role for him, but also the same. Because regardless, his acting skills doesn't change. It's just who he is. So this time he was playing more so like a villain, but more fun, lovable villain. But if you see Michael Pena movies, you know how he is. You're gonna get the same standard of quality, regardless.
No comment.
They're not gonna get no Oscar-worthy performance from him. But I'm just saying, have you seen him in Ant-Man and everything else? I like the guy, but he's just a guy that's like a cool guy that people like. You're not gonna expect like Forrest Gump from this guy or John Q or anything like that. You expect, you say, oh, that's Michael Pena. That's what you expect in any movie he plays in. So here I thought it was good to kind of see him, play a slightly different role, but the same. So that's interesting. So if they would have took that out, you would have enjoyed the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Plus, the couple that were getting married, I felt like they didn't have any chemistry.
And I totally agree with you on that. Like the main couple that they're trying to get married.
And it's like a little romance introduction in this movie, and I didn't feel like there was any romance in there, so it kind of killed it even more for me.
What romance were you talking about? Because I feel like there's a lot of fake romance going on, but nothing ever happens with anybody in this show.
That's what I'm saying. Like they would put like little romance like scenes, I guess, or like the couple that were getting married. Like I felt like they didn't have any romance, and I was expecting it to be romantic or whatever.
The humans in this movie were just like B-roll actors. It's all about Tom and Jerry. Anywhere from the.
But the whole point of them getting married, like you would see, like you expect them to be in love and stuff, but they didn't have that chemistry.
Hey man, the writers feel like you should just feel like they're in love. I agree. I feel like when you watch this movie, you got to go in there with a grain of salt and just really with a sense of it's really not about the humans. It's all about Tom and Jerry, and the humans are just kind of like dressing for the movie. I feel like Tom and Jerry. Well, actually, what do you think about Tom and Jerry in this movie?
I like them. I like them. I like their character.
But you didn't like the humans, right?
Yeah, I like the humans.
Were there humans in a Tom and Jerry cartoon?
No.
Exactly. The humans are just dressing. I would say that's a good point because I feel like for me, I thought the movie was somewhat enjoyable. I thought it was I enjoyed Tom and Jerry character. I've seen some growth within their characters and some non-growth. I like kind of integrated the animation with the real life stuff. I give this movie a solid 6 out of 10. Watchable if you don't have nothing else to do, especially if you grew up on a cartoon or if you just kind of have nothing else to watch. It's serviceable, but if you don't watch the movie, you're not gonna lose anything. What about you? What do you think?
Yes, I mean, it makes sense what you said about like it was about Tom and Jerry, not about the side characters. But if they're gonna make it into a story, then they should have made it actually work. That's just how I feel about it.
And I totally, you're not wrong in that aspect. I think with a movie like this, when I watch a movie like this, I don't expect great writing. It's just
Well, it wasn't even the writing; it was more of the characters not doing their job. That's how I feel about it.
I would say it's a bit of writing. The cast, I don't think the cast of that couple worked, and I don't think they just didn't feel real. Like even like it's like why is she with this guy? You know what I mean? Like yeah, I feel like she was too sophisticated, and he was just too. Yeah, I'm this guy with a lot of money, haha. And but she had a lot of money, so it was like, well, we're assuming she had a lot of money, but it seemed like they both came from an established background with money. Except she was educated, and I don't know why he has a lot of money. He talked about his criminal past, but I'm like, actually, I don't know why he just had a lot of money for some reason. Kind of didn't make sense. Like I guess I don't know where he got his money from, but. I think what they could have did to make the couple better was give them. I feel like if anything, even if the guy, maybe if they made him a little more suave, they made him a little bit too stupid, that would have helped out. But yeah, I don't think in real life, if you've seen this couple in real life, you can't really say, oh man, I can see why they're together. It's not necessarily the money, even though he tries to ball out. It's not necessarily like he has a lot of game because you don't see the suaveness in this guy. There's nothing in a real life basis you can see them together. At least I can't. Other people are different. It's just more so, I love him. We love each other. I don't even think they said they love each other, right?
I think she did say that she loves him, but that's it. I don't think he ever said anything about her.
Yeah, it was just don't watch the movie for the humans. The humans are just side dressing for Tom and Jerry and all the riff raff that's going on, and kind of like the lead female character as well. Everything else is just kind of like side dressing to kind of move the story forward. If you're bored, pop it on. You'll know within the first 15 to 20 minutes if this is a movie you want to continue to watch or not. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. It really helps the channel. Until next time, peace.
Peace.